Alright, today I have a deck testing video for you guys. So I'm trying to build this purple Jupitris type thing. But yeah, so let's just kind of see how it goes. It did pretty decent, but I just want to walk through the gameplay, kind of get you guys an idea of like what everything was supposed to be, what I had in mind, and how I'm looking forward to editing this in the future. So we want to start with the Masala AMA mode, because that is a cheap level 3 cost 2 unit with 3 attacks, so it's enough to crack the EX base. The only thing about this deck right now is that it doesn't have a lot of low level units, so we're pretty much stuck until level 3, which is why we want to go second. Okay, so it looks like we are playing against CB. So he plays down his gym, I'm gonna play down my Masala, and then pass. We drew into the Masala the blocker one, that one's actually really good, I really like that one. I didn't think the repair one was going to be impactful enough, but I actually really like it. So he's going to play his purple blocker now. Gonna swing into the EX base, deal 2 damage, he's gonna pass. I'm gonna draw into a Healthy Curiosity. So right now I'm gonna swing into the EX base first. We'll see if he blocks. He does not block. That would have been an equal trade. Would have left me with no units on board. So I still have my unit, he doesn't have his EX base anymore. So I am going to move on with a Healthy Curiosity, draw into the Paptimus, and then I'm going to play the Bolinoak. So he is a level 4, cost 2, 3/3 Jupitris unit, and he gets repair during pair. And he is linked to a Jupitris Trait. So mainly anything here that's not the O is for Sarah. So he's going to go ahead and trade into my Masala. That's unfortunate, but it's alright. He's going to swing into my EX base with his blocker. That's one less blocker we have to worry about. Then we're going to draw into another Masala blocker, so that's fine. We're just going to play a Healthy Curiosity. Drawn to the Sarah. Alright, that's the girl we were looking for. But right now, there's nothing really to put her under. She rests a level 3, and the only thing that's unrested right now is the Airmaster at level 4, so there's no real reason to put her under anything. So I'm going to put Paptimus under the Bolinoak, just to make him a little bigger, a little beefier. And then the Adept is going to come down and deal damage to the Bolinoak that has repair now. And it's going to deal damage to the Airmaster, knocking it down to a 4/2. And I'm going to swing and he is going to block, so we're just going to trade there. So I'm going to end my turn there. He's going to play his Exia, one of them, and he's going to link it. Alright, so he's going to swing into my shields. I'm going to reveal a Paptimus. So that's the third one I've seen this game. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of my 10 blockers, so I've seen half my blockers already. Alright, and he's not going to swing with his blocker, so I mean, solid. I wouldn't either. That base is annoying, so it's that one. I think that's the one where it's as long as you have a rested CB, that you can't receive damage with units that are level 3 or lower. But irrelevant. I'm going to play my Masala, and I'm going to link it with my Sarah. She's going to rest that blocker. And I'm debating whether I want to attack or not. But it's okay. I swing into the blocker that I just rested. I'm going to swing into the base. I'm going to go ahead and break the base. And I'm going to swing with Adapt into the shields. And then here we got the first look at the termination of the game. So that one destroys a card, and if you have 10 or more CB units in grave, it destroys a level 4 or lower. So it destroys level 2, but if you have 10 in grave, it destroys level 4 or lower. And so he's going to swing his Exia into my Masala, which is fine. I have another one on the bench. Okay, I draw into with Iron and Blood, but I'm at level 7. I'm going to play my Masala to have a blocker on board, and then I'm going to link my Adapt with my Mizuki. And I'm going to select my Masala and the purple gym. I'm going to swing into the base. And if he blocks here, it's fine, but he's going to choose not to. Oh yeah, so I did that to make him one attack short of breaking the base, so that he probably wouldn't attack to not waste his blocker. But then that's why I had the with Iron and Blood to damage it by 1, so I can give him the extra 3 and make sure that base gets cracked. So now it is open field for me next turn. He has 3 shields, I have another link, and 2 units on board. Mikazuki, okay. Now he plays another blocker in Airmaster, and his Exia. And not really much to debate here. He's the only unit I have. So I'm going to go ahead and play the O. I'm going over what he does. And I'm going to go ahead and link him with the Paptimus. I'm going to give Masala the repair. I'm going to draw because the Masala is a Jupitris trait. Now he has repair 3 total. So he starts with repair 1 and then Paptimus gives him repair 2. I'm going to go ahead and swing into his blocker. And I'm going to rest his Airmaster with my O. So I'm going to swing over that. That's going to die. I'm going to take 3, which is fine because I'm going to heal it in a second. And then I'm going to swing with my O over his Airmaster so that gets rid of all his blockers. And I'm going to go ahead and swing over his GM to knock down his board a little bit. And I'm just double checking to see what that does because I keep forgetting. And there we go. Masala goes into the next turn unscathed, and the O heals up to just 1 damage. So he's still at 6 HP. He summons his Trans Am, which suppression is oppressive, so that kind of hurt. But it's okay, because I still have 1 more shield. He only has 1 unit. He doesn't have another link. I'll still live for the next turn. I'm not really too worried. He's going to go ahead and take out my blocker, which is fine. Because I just joined to the second link, so I have 2 links right now. So I'm debating how I want to play this because I don't want to get too overexcited and like drop the ball. So I'm going to go into first one first and link into with Mikazuki. Deal 1 damage, obviously. And I'm debating if I want to attack into his Trans Am, but I'm going to go ahead and swing into the shields. I'm going to draw into the Bulanoke. He gets that thing, but I forget the name, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to swing with my O, and then look at the termination, that thing, so that's annoying. Probably should have sung with the adapt, but I think it's fine. It's okay. I had a plan. I don't remember what the plan was, but it's okay. So now we're going to play our blocker. We're going to give our O repair 2, and we're going to draw because it's a Jupitris Trait. And then we're going to swing into the Trans Am and knock that out. Now he has an empty board with 1 shield. I have 2 units. He needs to play 2 links to kill me right now, which the odds of that are slim to none. So he's just going to play an Airmaster in the Trans Am again. I'm going to draw into another O. So I play the O, link with Paptimus, give my other O repair, draw 1, and I'm going to go ahead and swing, rest that. Just in case it was a base, it wasn't a base, and I'm just going to go ahead and swing for game. So not a bad showing. And then he actually wanted a rematch, and I'm not one to say no to a rematch, so we're going to run it back. I should have gone first just to test, and also just to be, gentlemanly, like... can sit for next turn, or I can play just really much anything. So I opt to go wide and play first form Bolanoke, so 2/2/2. And then I have 2 Mark IIs at 3 cost apiece, and then I have 1 Rebake at 4, and then with Iron and Blood at 1 for next turn. Okay, so right here, play the Rebake, damage my first form, damage one of his blockers. I kind of just... I couldn't kill anything, so I just wanted to make things 3, because 3 is like the number. So I'm just going to go ahead and swing. If he wants to block, he can block. I really just want to take it to draw, and I drew into another Rebake. So that's cool. I know what I'm doing next turn. And then here I decide that it's just time to go just aggro, start clearing his board, forcing him to block, or start knocking down his shields. So I swing with my first Bolanoke. He's going to block it. That's going to be a trade. Gonna swing with my second Bolanoke. He's gonna block it. That's gonna be another trade. I don't think that was the smartest move for him, but I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what's in his hand. So I'm gonna play another Rebake. I'm gonna hit my Masala and hit his thing, and then I'm gonna swing with my small Masala just to get some damage in it for next turn. Because nothing on my board now is enough to break it in one go. So I had the attack. He only has 1 thing on board, and I have 2 blockers, so I can swing and just protect it. And then I used up all my resources, so I couldn't with Iron and Blood it, so he's gonna play his own Healthy Curiosity. And that only rests, I believe, a level 4 or lower, which my only level 4 or lower is already rested. So he's going to swing with this Exia. I'm going to go ahead and block it just because I'll survive. And he won't because he has 1 damage, so. There's that. I draw into Mikazuki. It's alright. Not ideal. But my board right now is strong enough that my hand is a little irrelevant at the moment. As in, I don't really need it. But I do have 2 units that I can play. I have a few units I can play, actually. But none can link, so I can't get any immediate advantage out of it. But I'm going to go ahead and go a little wide. And I am just going to sit there. Because I believe next turn I should have it. Because I still have all my shields. So I'm going to opt not to block just to see what's in my shields. I kind of need a Sarah or a Paptimus. And lo and behold. So I do get the Sarah, so I can link it next turn with something. Then I get a Devow. Funny enough, right here, I'm only running one base, which is the Devow. So I'm going to go ahead and link Sarah into the Mark II Titan. And then here I'm going to take a pause, because I almost blow this lead completely. And then there's the other, man. Look at the Determination, bro. I hate that card. So that was fine. I didn't read it that it was a unit. I just thought it was a card, but it's okay because I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I should have linked or paired Mikazuki to the O. I had a major brain fart, so I should have paired it to the O, done my pings, and then swung with Masala or the Rebake, and then rested the thing, and then I would have had Sarah under something else, or just kept it for the Mark II, because that was the whole reason I recycled her, is to then play the Mark II, link with Sarah, and hit again. But clearly that's not what happened. That stupid card as well makes me swing into that. So yeah, one little just brain fart really cost me a lot, and it was a chore to get this back. And then there's the other look of determination. Oh my god. I hate that card. I thought I hated close combat. No. Look at determination. It's good. So right now, like, I have one blocker. So I'm just gonna keep using that. The blocker with the base, bro, pretty nasty. I fucks with it. Like in a simplified game state, just blocker, block, next turn, activate the base, heal that bitch up, and just fucking go for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing with both because he has nothing on board. He has 2 cards in hand. Worst things worse, like worst case scenario, he has a link, but it's okay because I have another blocker right here. I'm gonna drop it there. I don't have to ping anything because you have to ping an opponent and your own. There's no opponent's units, so we're set. And I'm just gonna heal for 2, and we're solid. So he's gonna play his Trans Am, and the other one whose name I forget, but it's the blocker, the level 3 cost 2 3/3 blocker. I'm just gonna go ahead and block that because he's not gonna kill my base, and he's also not gonna survive. I'm gonna make sure of it. So we restand, we draw into the Mark Titans. I'm gonna go ahead and swing that thing. I'm gonna heal him up, play my Mark Titan, and end my turn. And I'm gonna swing first with my. Well, no, I'm gonna block his attack. Another look at determination, bro. Oh my god. So, anyways, I'm irritated. I'm gonna swing with this. The reason I swung with the O first was for this scenario exactly. Because if I would have swung with rebake and it would have been a base, yes, I could have cracked it, but then my blockers rested. So I was like, fuck it. If it's a base, it's a base, and I stop there. So now we play the adapt, we ping a little bit, we heal our rebake, pass on to him. He wants to swing it to my O. I'm not letting that happen. Finally, he does his job. He's taken out, and he's gonna swing 2 into the Devout. And then next turn, I'm gonna swing the O into the base and swing the adapt for game. There we go. Draw into a Mark Titan 2. Just go ahead and crack that base and win the game. And that was the first round of that testing. Here is the second batch of testing, so with somebody else. So I think this one I actually lost connection, but I still want to include it because it's still a learning experience. So I'm going to start off with this hand, Rebake with Iron and Blood, Sarah, First Form, Mikazuki, Mark Titans 2, and I Held the Curiosity. I'm going to start off with First Form and just sit on that because I can't link it yet. I'm staring down a Zord. That's alright, it's not the worst thing in the world. So we're playing against green-white, which is unfortunate because I would have really loved to see how this match would have played out. But I'm going to draw into the O. Now I'm debating, do I want to link my Mikazuki right now, or do I want to play my Mark II, which is a little bit stronger and uses up all my resources? I'm going to opt to just play the unit game and try to build a presence. Because ideally what I would like to do is to take out the Zord, but I don't have enough ping to do that right now. I might be able to do some a little bit next turn, but they're going to play a striker pack, and they're going to opt for the 4/2 blocker. I believe that's the launcher strike. I'm going to draw into another rebake. I am at level 5. So I'm debating, like, do I want to attack? Do I want to link right now? I'm not really sure what the play here should be. So I'm going to opt to use my own blocker. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I took too long and it timed me out. And that's how I found out you can't concede in ranked battles. So I was like, alright, we're just going to tough it out. So now we just have to play really aggressive because I basically just gave him a turn. He's going to play Ale Strike. He's going to link it with Kira and bounce back my Mark II. And then he's going to swing with Kira into my shield, revealing a Masala. So I'm going to try into an adapt, and we're just going to go for it. So we're going to do the rebake. And then we are going to link to get rid of that Zor, and then we're just going to go ahead and attack and get the draw into another Mark II. He's going to block with the Lifrith. We're going to trade there. That's A-okay. He's down 2 blockers to my 1. I still have 2, 4, 6, 8 cards in hand to hit. I have 2 more cards than he does in hand. So we got plays. We got options. Cool, so I get Sarah out of my shield. They're going to swing with their token. And he's going to play a Launcher Strike. There's blockers galore, as the deck is. So I'm going to go ahead and play Healthy Curiosity. I'm going to draw into an MA mode Masala. And then I'm going to play the Mark II and link that immediately with Sarah. And I'm going to rest his token. And I'm going to try to swing into the base. I was really just trying to bait a blocker here. There we go. And then I'm going to get rid of debating the adapt. And then that is where my internet crapped out. It took us a second, but we got back in. So we are going to play a whole new game here. So we start off with Sarah, Adapt, Rebake, Healthy Curiosity, and Rebake. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan that back because I really want to start with my MA mode. So we start with that, and then we draw into another one. We're going first. So obviously Resource Pass. We're going to do that a couple more times. Like I said, this deck is not made to go first. I didn't really go up against any aggro, so I can't really say anything about that, but I'm pretty sure I'd have a bad time. So right here I'm debating. I have the first form and I have the adapt to picking it next turn, but I'm just going to go ahead and go on the aggressive and just go ahead and deploy and link my MA mode with Sarah and go ahead and break the base. Did I need to do that? No, but in my heart I felt like that was the right choice, and I'm going to get punished for it right now. So he summons Red Gundam, he's going to link it with Shuji, he's going to do his Shuji things, and then he's going to kill my thing and breach for 1. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to draw into a Mark Titans 2, and then I'm going to play my first form and my other Masala MA mode. And then I was just double checking what they do. I wanted to play Clamp, but I just never got around to it. I could never get the second structure deck to be able to get a playset of everything that I needed. And I was just focused on my purple wing at the time, so... And then regionals were coming up. It was a bad time to just try pet decks. Okay, so he's going to summon another Red Gundam and pass. I'm going to draw into the Bulanoak, and I'm going to go ahead and summon my Adapt and ping my first form for 1. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing into the shields for the draw. I'm going to reveal a Battle of Aces. Oh, how I love those cards off the shield. Regardless, he's going to kill my MA mode, and I'm going to draw into a Healthy Curiosity, which I'm going to use to draw into an O. I'm going to play the Bulanoak, and I'm going to sit on that. He's going to summon his Saikamu, he's going to deal 1 damage to my already damaged first form, killing it, and then he's going to swing into my shields with his Red Gundam. And yeah, I just have to sit there and watch. So I'm going to draw into my Deval. So I don't really know what to do here. I could play another blocker. I can swing over something, I can swing into his shields. I'd opt to swing for his shields just to try to be a little more aggressive, maybe force him to swing into my units. Then I'm going to reveal a Machu, giving him a pilot, which is amazing. I'm going to play my Deval, and it's going to give me an adapt, and then I'm going to go ahead and play my Masala, the blocker. And I'm going to sit on that. So he's going to play his Saikamu, deal 1 damage, and then he's going to Battle of Aces it and kill it. Poor thing never got a chance. That was supposed to not happen because I was supposed to have a blocker, but his Red Gundam's going to swing freely into my Deval. And then his Saikamu's going to swing into my Bulanoak. So that's a trade. And then he's going to link his other Saikamu with Machu, do his Machu things, reveal, add, and he's going to swing into my Adapt. So I'm left with an open board. He has 2 units. I'm not in a good spot here, but I do have the O right now. But like, is that even worth it right now? Debatable. Honestly, I think I should have gone adapt, Mark II, but instead I choose to go O, the O link. So I'm just gonna, actually I don't even link it at all. I just drop the O, and then next turn I'm gonna hopefully go balls to the wall. Because I do have the link with the Mark Titans 2 with Sarah. He's going to swing into my shields, reveal another O. And Saikamu's going to swing as well. Revealing another Bulanoak. And he's going to play another Saikamu, and look at the top 3 cards of his deck, and he's going to deploy a Red Gundam from those top 3. So great, wonderful, amazing. I'm going to draw to another MA mode. And I'm gonna opt to just go MA mode, adapt, ping, kill that, and then link my Sarah into my MA mode, and then link my Paptitus into my O, give my MA mode repair, and then draw because it's a Jupitris, and I draw into another O. So here I'm gonna go ahead and swing at the opponent. Just cause, and of course he has close combat. Of course he does, why wouldn't he? Just gonna go ahead and swing my O into his red Gundam. I have repair 3, whatever. I'm just gonna play an adapt to start getting some ping damage, I guess. Plays a level 8 Saikamu and deals damage to my O. And he reveals another clan unit, adds it to his hand, swings it to my shield with suppression, and I die. So yeah, so that was mad unfortunate, but hey man, it's whatever. So every battle you lose is one you learn from. So, and I'm gonna keep it in there. I'm not gonna start off by just showing off when I do good. I want you guys to see the full range of the deck. So I did go back and edit, and I added the Hyzak, and I took out the. I was running MK Titans at 4. I knocked down to 2, and I added another Devour, and I also cut with Iron and Blood to 2. I was running it at 3, and I think I like this version better. I think it ran a little bit smoother. But anywho's, jumping into it, we're 3 turns in. I summoned the Masala MA mode. On turn 3, I went second, level 4. I draw into the Mark II Titans. I play a Healthy Curiosity, draw into the MA mode. I'm gonna go ahead and play the MA mode, so that way I have 2 and 2, and then I'm debating whether I should swing or not because of that Ilfrith. I opt not to, because he's gonna kill my MA mode. I'm not gonna kill his Ilfrith, so it's just a waste in my opinion, on my part. Plus next turn, if I really want, I can do a Rebake, or I can do Mark Titans and the Hyzak, or the First Form, or First Form and Hyzak. I have options. So I should draw into a Psycho. Oh yeah, I also dropped the Psycho. I was running 3, I dropped it to 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and play my Gyujin. I'm gonna ping the Ilfrith just to, in case he blocks, I can kill it. He opts to block with a token, because of course he would. You know, you block with your healthy one. I'm gonna swing again, because if he wants to block with the Rick Diaz, go for it. Either way, I'm gonna take something with me, whether it's the EX space or a blocker. He decides to give me a blocker, that's fine. I had already made my peace with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn. I have the bigger blocker on board now anyway, so we good. Alright, so he's gonna play an Ale Strike and link it into with Kira. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot Ale Strike is a thing in white. I should have kept better, I should have made a better note of that, but it's okay. So he's gonna go ahead and kill my EX base. It's okay, I'm not gonna block that. That's fine. We're still in a good spot. It's still early. I draw into an adapt. It's like I'm debating. I have plays. And the thing I do like about this deck too is that I made it to where everything is pretty low cost, high level, low cost for the most part. So like I can kind of flood the board a little bit. But I go up and play my Gyujin, give myself 1 damage, and go ahead and finish off his Ilfrith. And then he's gonna kill me with all of this stuff. So Raula knocks me down to 1, and then his red thing gives me 1 damage. And he's gonna swing into my standing, but it's okay, because we're both gonna die. I love with Iron and Blood, man. I think that card is just gravy. Put it on everything. I don't care if I'm not running purple. I'll sneak it in. I'm kidding, okay. So anywho's, I play the First Form and the Psycho and end my turn on that. The idea is that next turn I'm going to play an Adapt and ping my First Form and draw. And then hopefully I draw into something good for my draw and for my First Form. So he's going to swing Ale Strike into my shields. It reveals a Blown Oak. And man, oh man, how much do I hate Justice Gundam? So much. So much so that I didn't even realize that he's playing Justice Gundam in white-red with Atherin. That's dope. So anywho's, I'm over here trying to kill his token. So I summon 1 Adapt, do 1, summon another Adapt, do another, swing with my First Form, draw into Paptimus. He's gonna block, that's fine. I'm gonna play another adapt because I have 3. Psycho doesn't have repair, which is mad unfortunate, so I'm gonna go and select my other adapt, and I'm gonna go ahead and kill his Ilfrith. So we're looking a little aight. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing with my Psycho. If he blocks, it's okay. I have Breach. It's whatever. So he's not gonna block. I'm gonna deal 4 damage. It's okay, because next turn we have 3 adapts that ideally, if they stay alive, are gonna be able to do some damage. But man, oh man, do I hate Justice Gundam. Oh, that is the bane of my... It's that stupid little token, man. She's like, oh, here I am, and here's my dumbass little token. Hate it. Anywho's, he's gonna swing into my shield. I'm gonna reveal the Masala, the blocker. And look at that! Another Justice! And his token. And then a Rick Diaz. Full board. Full board. So I draw into a Bullen Oak. I'm getting irritated. I just say, fuck it, we're just gonna swing. I'm either gonna take some blockers with me or I'm gonna take some shields with me. At this point, I do not care. So I'm gonna play Bullen Oak. I'm gonna play Hyzak. Because my idea is to link to Bullen Oak, give Hyzak a draw. And then... I don't know. I didn't think I'd get that far. I was hoping I would draw something that wasn't Peptimus. So whatever, back to just throwing shit at the wall. So I swing my other adapt at the shield, swing my third adapt at the shield. So he's choosing not to block, which is fine by me. And then I have my Psycho still standing and my Bullen Oak, so kind of debating what can I do. Kind of want to swing into that Rested Justice, which is exactly what I do. So I pair the Peptimus under that, the one that I just drew, under my Psycho, and swing into his Justice. I'm going to take 5, and I'm going to heal 3, so no, I'm not, because he doesn't do that. So I'm just going to take 5, but I'll live. I'll live. So now he has to kill me, or I get an attack next turn. But it's not like if I even get to live that far. Oh, look at that. Another close combat. I swear to God. And of course, yeah, he's going to kill my Psycho, because obviously. So that's where we are. I'm staring down a board full of blockers, and he's staring down 3 shields with 5 attackers. So he's going to swing with the token, not a base. Swing with the Rick Diaz. It's not a base. And swing with the Rick Diaz again. Not a base. Swing with the Justice, just to spite me. So anywho, we lost that one. It wasn't that bad, honestly. I was just irritated. I was like, fuck this shit, man. So as we get the choice, I go second. We draw 2 Masalas, a Peptimus, a Sarah, and the O. We're keeping that. Adapt. See, so here's the thing. I like the Adapt. I do, but like, every time I see it, before like anything else, kind of puts me in a sour mood. So that's probably gonna come out. I don't know what I'm gonna replace it with. I'm not running any commands. Like, the only bursts that I have are my pilots and my 2 bases. I'm only running 2 bases. So if I take it out, I might put in a 3rd base, or maybe 4, like complete the playset of bases. Like, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm kind of used to not seeing bases. My first draft, I forgot to put bases in there, like, period. So I was playing with no bases, and I was doing pretty good. So I kind of want to keep the aggro that I have going on without a full playset of bases. Or I could put like 1 base and like maybe some different units. But like, I am already maxing out the Jupitris, and I don't want to clog it with too many like pure Titan. And I don't know what purple I could run. So, and I would like to replace a unit with a unit. But I don't know, we'll see. So anyways, I have the Masala on board. I swung, broke the base. He has his first form. I was debating whether I should rest it and kill it with my Sarah, but I decided that wasn't worth it. So right now, it's my turn. He has the rest of first form. I'm just going to go ahead and swing my Mark II that I summoned last turn into it and kill that, so he doesn't get any more draws. He has the Roos, the 4/3/3/4. I'm going to summon another MA mode, and I'm going to summon my Adapt, and hit my MA mode, and hit his, and then I'm going to swing with my live MA mode into his shield. And yeah, it's gonna reveal a Hyakrin. I could do a Hyakrin. That's a good unit, actually. That's in my purple green build. Maybe. Definitely a possibility. He's gonna summon his own adapt, and he's gonna link it with Mikazuki, and he's gonna kill my MA mode, which is whatever, man. It's fine. We're still in there. So at the moment of his death, we still had 6 shields, so it's okay. So his 4 shields and 1 base. He's gonna rest his Isarabi, give his thing +2 AP for some reason, and he's gonna give me a Mikazuki. Which isn't bad, because I do have that adapt, so I have things, and that's another ping. I do like my ping. Should I replace the adapt with gun tanks? I am resting a little more than I thought I would. Anyways, I'm going to swing the Masala into his adapt, so we're just going to trade there. I'm just going for a little board control. Because I have all my resources up. I'm just going to clear his board. And you see, like, it's the HP. Like, every time I complain about him, he does something where I was like, okay, maybe you can stay. So I'm going to go ahead and drop 4 to drop the Psycho, because next turn I have the O and Paptimus, which I'm going to give the Psycho repair, and I can do Psycho things. The only thing that sucks about that is that Psycho is not a Jupitris, so I don't get the draw. But it's fine. But you see, that's why I also don't want to clog it up with too many non-Jupitris units. I was thinking of running the one where you exile and it damages something. I might try that one, but that was like level 5, I think. And that would just clog with a rebake. I don't know, man. We'll see. The format's still young. And then he scooped. So that was unfortunate because I really wanted to do Psycho shenanigans, but hey man, whatever. A win is a win, we'll take that. I don't know what was in his hand. Maybe he just couldn't do it. Maybe he was pilot clogged, unit clogged, or maybe he just had to go. Sometimes shit happens, bro. You just gotta go. But like, why couldn't I concede? You know what I mean? That one, whatever, man. So anyways, didn't like that first hand. We're gonna mulligan. Every time I see Masala, I'm a happy man. And every time I see adapt in my opening hand, I am no longer happy. But then I draw another Masala, so it evens it out. Although drawing adapt with the Mikazuki is nice. I'm only running 2 Mikazukis because he's not the center point of the deck. So I don't really want to see him too much because there's nothing he can really link to. But he is useful, so I don't know. So I draw to Psycho, so now I have 2 Psychos. That's neat. I'm going to play Masala. Pass. So we're playing against green-white. So here is a redemption to where my internet crapped out. So I'm going to summon the adapt. I'm going to ping the Zort, link it with Mikazuki, ping the Zort, kill the Zort, use my Masala to swing into the base, and then swing into shields. And that's that. That's that for that turn. So we're pretty strong start. Pretty aggressive start, which I like. I don't like sitting there. You know what I mean? Like, I want my turns to do something. So he's going to play a Rick Diaz and another Zort, which is... Well, we know how I love my blockers. Alright, so we drew into Healthy Curiosity. I love this card. It gets me a Masala. It's cool. So I'm debating right here if I want to attack. I choose to attack. Because, I mean, whatever. If he blocks, I'm going to survive. So yeah, he's gonna kill it. He's gonna sacrifice his Zort, and then I'm gonna swing with my Masala MA mode, and he's gonna throw his Rick Diaz at it. So it's cool. I just have 3 resources standing and 1 unit. I'm going to end it there. I should have played the Mark too. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe just brain fart. And he's playing, I believe that's Curios, linked with what is that, Lock On? So he's going to use that to kill my adapt, and he's going to play the Desert Base, which honestly, ugh, something. So I'm going to draw into Mikazuki, I'm going to play my Psycho, and I'm just going to pass. So here's Wing. So I didn't notice when I was building it, I didn't build it with this in mind, but happy accident is that a lot of my units that like I stick to near like after the mid game are 6 and up. So Wing doesn't really hurt me too much, which is awesome. So I draw my O. I have Papti already. So we're going to do what I wanted to do last game. So we're going to give that repair to Psycho. No draw because it's not Jupitris. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing with. Oh no, I'm gonna pair the Mikazuki to make him a 6/6, and I'm gonna go ahead and swing into the base after I ping the wing, and then the O is gonna rest the Curios, and the O is gonna attack over the Curios. And then end turn, my Psycho is going to heal up completely, and my O is going to heal up to just 2 damage. And then he's going to play another Curious, another Blocker, an Elfrith, and another base. Lucky me. So he's going to use his wing to kill my O, which is unfortunate, but it's fine because it's a trade. He's going to reveal another O in the shield because of Breach, though, but I'm going to play my Masala, my Blocker, and then I'm going to drop the Adapt as well. At this point, I only play it as, like, an annoyance. So he's gonna swing. Oh no, I'm gonna swing and then he's gonna block. So I'm gonna kill it and I'm gonna do Breach 3, which is nice. Since the repair is only for like the turn, but that'd be busted if I give it to it permanently. Yeah, so he's gonna do that. Everything survives, which is awesome. Like 0, like whew. I wasn't even thinking about 0, and then I saw it and I was like, wait, everything survives. Actually, that's a lie. I knew it was going to survive. So I'm going to play my Mark II, and I'm going to link it with Sarah. So I'm going to go ahead and swing. Break the base. Swing into my Adapt. Go into Shield. It's going to reveal another Ilfrith. Then I'm going to swing with my Psycho. And that's going to reveal a Kira, which is quite unfortunate. So now here I was debating, do I want to play my MA mode for next turn? The answer is no, because I want my Mark II to get destroyed so that I can ditch my Psycho and grab back Sarah and do the link, and that's exactly what happened because he summoned a second 0. Beautiful. Could not have asked for a better moment if I had scripted it myself. So he's going to go ahead and kill my Psycho, because of course he is. Psycho is a threat with that Breach, and he's a big boy. And I am going to go ahead and summon my Masala, link it with my girl Sarah, swing into the shield. It's for the same reason, because if it's a base, I'm going to stop right there. It's not a base, so now I'm going to swing my Blocker, and that's game. Boom. So that was lit. That was dope. I should have ended on a high note there, because I think this next one I lose. Pretty bad. But anyways, we're going to start off with 2 Blown Oak, a Paptimus, a First Form, and a Rebake. I don't like that. I should have kept that. Because now we are looking at Sarah, my girl, as pretty as you are, I don't need 3 of you. And I got 1 Adapt and a Mikazuki and another Adapt. And look what I'm going to draw into. Oh, a Healthy Curiosity. Can't use that. Pass. They're going to pass too, so that's good. So we both didn't start off the greatest. And look at that, Masala, that's level 8, that's level 6 that I can't play. Granted, here I should have just played my Healthy Curiosity, but I was annoyed. So I was like, fuck it, pass. That's on me. And look at that, another Mikazuki! Ugh. And a Paptimus. So it's like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna play that. The ping doesn't matter. I just kind of wanted a little bit of board presence. And just to at least, like, start doing something. So I'm gonna link it with Mikazuki. I'm gonna ping the Gundam for 2. It's not gonna matter, because it has Repair 2. Next turn it's gonna just fucking heal up. But at least I break the base. And then he summons another Gundam, but this time with Amuro. So he's gonna link it. I don't have anything he can rest. He's going to go ahead and swing that into my Adapt. And he's going to swing his other Gundam into my EX base. Battle end, turn end, heal 2. The one I pinged is going to heal completely. And then the one that attacked into my Adapt is going to stay at 2. Which is neat, because then I draw into another Adapt. You know where this is going, boys. Adapt, ping ping. Adapt, ping ping. Mikazuki, ping ping. Clear the whole ass Gundam. Swing into the other one with my linked one. And then end. So I mean, we made it work. We worked with the scraps we were given, and oh boy were we given scraps. So here we got the MA mode, so things are starting to look up. And we're at level 6 now, so I can play my Blocker if I would like. So I'm debating what to do. The Blocker seems like the best option right now. So I'm going to go ahead and heal, just because if he pairs with Kira, I don't want that shit to bounce. I want him to bounce the Adapt. I had to double check too, because I forgot. I wasn't sure if Ailstrike was 4 or 5. And look at that, we're playing a mirror. Kind of, sort of, not really. So I draw into my own O, which is dope. So I'm gonna do that. Link into Paptimus, give Masala the repair, draw into a Psycho, not ideal. Then I'm going to swing and rest the Ale Strike. And hit his shield, and then I'm going to swing into the Ale Strike and get rid of that. I'm just going to go ahead and swing my Adapt into that because there are no blockers. And then I give him an Amuro. Yay! And he's going to link the Amuro just to give himself some beefiness, because then he's going to trade O for O. No, he's not going to trade O for O. I forgot, because he's going to Unforeseen Incident. And he's going to have his other O. Trade, kill that, kill my Masala. So cool, I'm staring down 2 O's, 1 perfectly healthy, 1 at 3, and my Lonely Adapt. And then I draw into a Rebake. Not ideal, but let's see what we can do with this. So we can do like some ping, but like it's not gonna really do much. But right here, so I'm thinking, I'm doing my math. I'm gonna ping the healthy one because I can link into that and swing into the one that has 3 damage with my Masala linked with Sarah. So I can get rid of that. And then unfortunately I can't make my Adapt big enough. So I'm just gonna swing into the shield. Reveal a Overflowing Affection. And I'm gonna pass and just sit on my Rebake. And then in hand I still have a Psycho and a Sarah. And then he plays an Argama, and then he plays another Amuro Gundam, rests my Rebake, swings into my Rebake with the O, and then kills my Adapt with the Gundam. And then they all heal. So, great. I don't know why I'm complaining. It's the same deck I'm playing, so like I know what I'm up against, but I don't like it when it's used against me. So I'm going to play Psycho, I'm going to play the Masala blocker that I just drew. So we're alright, we can survive, We're still at 6 shields. And then, oh, just kidding, he's going to play an L Strike and bounce back my Masala. And he's going to link it with Kira, so that's awesome. So he's going to swing with the Gundam, reveal an O for my shield. He's going to swing with the O, reveal a Sarah, so I'm going to add that to my hand, why not? And he's going to keep the Ale Strike and the Zord standing. No, he's going to swing with the Ale Strike. Awesome, amazing, beautiful, wonderful. He's going to reveal a Bullnoke. Then he's going to play an Archangel. So I don't know what he was digging for. I don't know if he found it or not, but I'm going to play my blocker once again. So I'm going to play the MK first, and I'm going to link it with Sarah. And I'm going to rest the Zord. I'm going to rest the Zord. We're going to attempt to swing into the base and crack it. He's going to block with Ale Strike. But that's fine. I'm not going to... I was making sure that it wasn't mandatory. So I'm not going to ditch my Masala. In fact, I'm going to play it later. But first I'm debating whether I want to swing with Psycho. I could pair it. I'm debating. I think I'm just going to go ahead and link my Masala just so it's bigger. The rest is mandatory, so I had to do that. And then I'm going to crack the base with that. And then I'm going to swing into the Zord that I just rested and breach his last shield. And then we pray. And then there's another O, another Zord, and Akira under the O. Because why not? And his O is going to attack into my Psycho. He's not going to die. And then his Gundam is going to attack into my Masala, and it's going to be a trade. I'm top decking. I have no board presence. That's a Rebake. So that's kind of something. That's neat, I guess. So that, go for the Zord. He doesn't have game right now. He has 2 attacks, and I have 3 shields. And that skanky-ass Archangel right there is just going to lose me the game. Because boom, right there, get rid of his 1 blocker, and then I could have just swung with Rebake. But nothing is big enough. Nothing is big enough. So it's like, I don't know. There's just nothing I could have done, really. And I was praying for a base. Clearly I didn't pray hard enough. And that's game. Yep, Gundam indeed. So that's going to be it for the playtesting of that deck today. But all in all, I really like the deck. I think it's really fun. I just don't know what I would change, to be honest. There's something about it that I'm not happy with, but I can't quite put my finger on it. If you guys have any suggestions, or feel free to take this and modify it and make it your own. This is just a deck that I'm playing with, that I'm showcasing. Not for you to copy exactly, but for you to get inspiration and ideas from. I'm going to be doing this with a few other decks that I have in mind, but that's it for today. You'll see me next time.